Okay, so you don't drink. Okay. Now, the whole first 3 years of their lives, you didn't drink at all. Like, you don't drink. I had my first beer at 35. How old were your children? Not at all. I know, I wonder, but it's, um, 12 and 8. Okay. So, narcissism comes from alcohol, because a child sees their mother's spirit, their soul change. Nothing should ever change that. The first 3 years of your life, you can see that. You can see what we are. So it changes that, and it puts them in a turtle mode, which is God mode, which is putting all the empathy inside, because they now think they're the cause of what happens. Their safety shattered, and they have now internalized fear and guilt and shame, and they don't know where it came from, and then they project that and they lock it in. Now, your daughter's not a narcissist because you didn't drink. That's a good thing, because the healing will be easier. If someone is in your narcissistic ego, it's harder to get through the ego, because the ego is defending you when you're in survival, so it won't let you admit defeat. But if you are a borderline personality disorder, which is what your daughter is, a borderline personality disorder, which is the same traits as a narcissist in a lot of ways, because toxic is toxic. An ego that is not healed and is in defense is toxic, because why? It is defending this person no matter what, right or wrong. It doesn't matter the intentions. The ego is not aware of the intentions. It's only aware that the person is in survival and thinks a lion is eating them. They don't know what they're doing. So, with that being said, though, borderline personality is just that. People pleasing and configuring and not really being honest, not speaking up for yourself, having the anxiety, having the fear, having the lash outs, having the screams, the crash outs, having it all, because you don't know all the abuse, all the trauma and narcissistic abuse that does to a person is lengthy and layers, and it has to be unwound. I am here solely because we heal. I can say 100% that our bodies heal, our minds heal, and our egos heal. You can heal and recover and become one, whether you are narcissistic or whether you have some kind of mental disorder that they told you. None of that is true. It is all healable. These are categories that you go into because of things that are happening in your life. I am here to spread awareness in the fact that you live in a game that is trying to kill you physically, mentally, and emotionally. You can heal all this, take your energy back, and learn the right tools. That's all. Okay. Yep, Stony, it comes from that. Stony, you are living in this shame and guilt that was never yours, and that's every single one of us. Shame and guilt over, things that aren't ours. It's always been projected on us because we're not born with sin at all. And your safety was completely wrecked, and you didn't understand it, and you never got an explanation for it, and you grew up and the veil came down between 4 and 5, and you've been running with this character that's been indoctrinated and conditioned to you from the Matrix. And so you don't even know who you truly are, and now you also have this fear of your safety never being whole. So you are always going to have a mother wound that you have to heal. But if you aren't aware that you have that mother wound, then you'll never heal it, which is why I'm here.